The idea of ghosts existing has been debated for quite some time. Ghosts are said to be simply paranormal entities that are just there to scare us and nothing to worry about. But on the other hand, ghosts are seen as real entities that have been hidden for so long without us noticing. In today's generation, it's very easy to fake a ghost sighting with how technology has advanced, and also because we have a platform where people can fake ghosts into videos and manipulate their audience into thinking these ghosts are real.
Oh, can you do that again? There you go. Were you a passenger of a plane?
Is that a touchy subject? Was it sad?
However, let's go back in time to around the 1900s when the internet wasn't as prevalent as it is now, and take a look through old camera stock that show ghosts without us humans noticing. As always, I have two photos that seem unexplained, so as my goal, I will try and sum up a conclusion with the information I could find. Here we have first a photo by the name of Grandpa's Ghost. This photo was taken back in the late 90s and has been debated on whether if the photo was tampered with or not. It all started with a grandma moving into an assisted home and had decided to take a photo with her new home. But both the grandma and the photographer Denise never noticed happened to be a man behind her in the background. The man is said to be the husband of the woman in the picture who had died nearly 12 years exactly prior to the day Denise took this photo. During this time, it is a plausible theory that the photo may have been tampered with, as Photoshop was around during this time in the late 90s. Also, if you look closely at this photo, you can see another ghost in the background on the shrubs, something that was later discovered years after. However, the use of Photoshop isn't as big as it is now in this current era. Not only that, but the grandpa being a ghost had only been discovered around Christmas time in 2000, when the grandma had passed away. So let's give the photographer the benefit of the doubt and say that she doesn't know the existence of Photoshop, nor does she know how to use Photoshop. The thought of the grandpa standing behind the woman and watch her continue to keep living is an interesting thought. It really sparks to be believable, as the grandpa just happened to be there behind the grandma 12 years exactly prior to the photo being taken. What's really most eerie is the fact that there seems to be some figure in the background that no one knows who it is. The best conclusion I can come up if this photo was truly real is the man who was a ghost in the shrubs had died in the same location or close to the same location and just happened to stumble into the photo. As of today, there has not been any new information released, but what do you think? Do you think this photo is actually real and the photographer was totally unaware of what was on the photo, or does this continue to be something that all planned and fake to trick the public? I'd like to hear some thoughts. This one's quite an interesting one, as no one really seems to talk about this story on YouTube much. One thing I've been doing a lot with these photos is I've been looking over threads whether this photo is real or not, and some have mixed receptions. The majority seem to lean towards this photo being fake, but with the story being implemented, it may either make some stuff look a little odd or not change anything at all. It all started with a surveillance footage taken in a hospital where there had happened to be a black demon on top of the patient. It is a little unknown on when this photo was taken, but what had a lot of people claim that this was fake was that there was no distinct footage of the surveillance, as this was taken from a hospital surveillance footage, making it easy for this photo to be fake. One thing that had happened when this demon had appeared was the patient had died just hours later. The idea of this figure being someone like the Grim Reaper could be somewhat plausible. However, if this is actually a real photo with a real demon, then this could open up the idea of the Grim Reaper who would take souls of others and attempt to bring them all to hell, causing these patients to die while in surgery. What would make this photo's case of being real stronger was if there was actual surveillance footage revealed to the public with this figure actually being in there. This would start a huge discussion on whether if figures like the Grim Reaper are real and how they're hidden in areas such as hospitals, ready to take our lives. But for now, it's majorly claimed to be faked and has been debunked on several occasions for now, so I think we're fine.